Sisters. Sisters are doing it for themselves. Standing on their own 2 feet.
When looking at the trailer for Evil Dead Rise, it's an interesting story to say the least. This is the 5th installment of the Evil Dead film series with The Evil Dead, Evil Dead 2, Army of Darkness, Evil Dead, and now Evil Dead Rise. Today we'll be going over the behind the scenes moments and see how they put this film together. So let's jump right into it.
Luke's putting a vagina on my head.
But before we get into more of these moments, some trivia for you. For the start of this entire franchise, what was the inspiration for the first film? Leave your guesses in the comments down below and stick around to the end of the video to find out if your answer was correct.
3, 2, 1, go!
That was a good one.
With the amount of effects that are in this film, of course comes a lot of makeup work for a lot of the actors and actresses, making them look bruised or battered and just straight up horrifying. We get to see the makeup chair and just how long they had to sit in the chair every day to get the look right.
It's like, what, 6 p.m. on a Monday?
Something.
And we're gluing an e-pad to my forehead for a stunt.
Amazing. Yeah, totally. And she does bruise. So I'm waiting to see the bruise that's going to be.
Even in one of the interviews, Alyssa Sutherland and Lily Sullivan sat down with Hit Network and revealed some behind the scenes facts and that they literally had nightmares while they were shooting.
I mean, for me, it was more I would go home and have nightmares. Like, I would go home and have that,
about
like,
work.
fight or flight. Yeah, or just, like, I think energetically, like, pretending you're about to die for 3 months kind of
You went through the ringer.
messes up your nervous system. So I'd wake up and just, like, have spasms, like, at home.
Alyssa even has said before that there were no visual effects used in the film. There were stunt doubles used for the wire work for the crazy wall climbing scenes. Previously, Raimi used stop-motion animation to get those unnatural looks down.
Go rib underneath too, we're just reviewing.
Hey, Anna.
If we're happy, we'll go for hand. And so if we're happy with the review, we'll go on hands.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1, go.
And digital effects were used to enhance, not to define. So for this installment, Cronin used just practical effects. In another interview, Alyssa and Lily spoke about this latest installment.
And you're going under and you're spending 5 hours in which, you know, it's all practical effects, which is the beauty of Evil Dead. It's like the elevator, they built it where I was dipping into the tank. It's like we had like one shot when it, like, you know, the reference to The Shining.
Yeah.
But we're inside it, which is intense. But yeah, the practical element of Evil Dead, it's so rewarding.
They even went to talk about the transformation to become the demon.
Blood is the worst of it. Like, I had a bunch of prosthetics, but that just sort of, they stick it on at the beginning of the day, you forget that it's there, but the fake blood is so sticky. I sit there the whole time getting it put on. It's about a 6-hour process on the longest day. So I watch it all happen and get put on. It's more the reaction of the crew.
Of course, with a film like this and a lot of wire work, we get to see some of that and how they pulled it off.
Thanks, Stu. Okay, going up. And turn over.
Rolling.
Good. That's good.
Back.
How's that?
Yeah.
Yep.
You rolling?
Okay, sit. Okay, camera set, wind up.
If we look into further developments of this franchise, this is actually the first of the installments that Sam Raimi actually wasn't involved in. However, in March of this year, Sam Raimi came forward and said that he would love to develop another sequel with Bruce Campbell, reprising his role as Ash Williams.
I got a bit sunburned at the beach. Still look hot though. Cool the sunburn.
As of now, there are plans to release a new sequel to this franchise every other year, as opposed to the most recent activity of once every decade. So it's safe to say that we will be seeing a ton more of these films in the coming years, and the next one would be in 2025. Raimi and Campbell appeared on another interview and answered some more questions in regards to why the fans still come back to the franchise.
They've always accounted for the audience's imagination. They leave parts of the frame dark, or they just plant the seeds for the audience to build the monster. And I think it's that invitation to contribution, asking the audience to contribute their imagination to the product, that keeps it alive and the audience interested.
Director Lee Cronin answered a few questions regarding ideas for another sequel, saying, "I didn't want to bait it for sequels necessarily, even though the ending could be interpreted that way."
I love it.
Dave, that's your best shot of the film. Here we go. Look at this.
She's loving it.
You have a bright future in the singing industry though, son.
But the ending for me was closing the loop back to the beginning. I'm excited for the potential of what could be next and really hope that I can be involved in future chapters. Going behind the scenes of the rituals was interesting to hear as well.
How hard was it to get it off at the end of the day?
Yeah, I would just disappear and run and go straight to the shower, and it was scrubbing yourself raw.
Yeah, they built showers on set.
Yeah.
The bloody elevator scene was an intense scene and is said to be peak Sam Raimi. And despite the fact that this entry isn't directed by originator Sam Raimi, longtime fans will likely feel his spirit most strongly here at the film's conclusion.
I'm jealous of the chainsaw moment. I would have loved to have had a chainsaw moment.
For sure. And I'm jealous of being the one who is trolling hard as opposed to receiving the troll. I would love to troll.
And I think the most interesting thing about this entire story and this specific sequel, writer-director Lee Cronin revealed when he created the storyline.
But I came in with a whole new set of characters and a different context, and that's what they wanted. And then they had faith in me in being a fan, that I would know the DNA of the story.
And even without Sam Raimi on this project, the creators still used Raimi's iconic camera trick. Since 1980's original Evil Dead is rightfully infamous for its intense gore and its many scares, it is sometimes tough to recall just how effective the movie's camera work is.
Yeah. Didn't kill him. Killed him, right? Yeah, no, it was good. Yeah. Chose some music for it. Yeah, it's good listening to what you guys talked about though. It was good to hear what people thought their job was.
𝘧𝘪𝘭𝘮. Nothing to do with what anyone else.
Hang on, I never knew you did that.
Achieved by nailing a camera to a plank of wood and roaming through the woods at high speed, director Sam Raimi's fast-paced chase through the forest was both a perfect way for Evil Dead to convey the spirit.
But as far as my smile went, there was no planning anything. I think I just have a big mouth, and that's creepy. Like that's creepy. It's not normal.
Damn, brilliant.
Yeah. So I wish it was something I practiced, but unfortunately it came naturally.
And as far as the answer to our trivia question, this first Evil Dead film, inspired by H.P. Lovecraft, about a world of demons accidentally being opened, was filmed in true renegade style with a crew of 13 people in Tennessee.
Shot in chronological order, so the heat got turned up, and each day you'd look at your sides and be like, all right, it was like being in a video game. You're like, obstacle is this, these are your weapons, you're in this room, and it was, so every day there was so many challenges, but also such fun. 1981's
The Evil Dead was a passion project of childhood friends Sam Raimi and Bruce Campbell, who grew up making Super 8 movies in Michigan.
But at one point I did wear a giant sleeping bag jacket they had us. And I was walking to the shop. I didn't tell anyone, left the lot, and was I realized my hands just had all the blood. It was early days. I think I'd just been stabbed in the hand or something. So I had it all covered up.
So what do you guys think about all these moments? Which one was your favorite? And what are your thoughts on the future of this franchise with more installments? I'm sure a lot of fans can't wait for the continuation. Let us know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. Make sure you're subscribed with notifications on for more videos just like this. That's it for today though. We'll see you all next time with a brand new video. Bye guys.
I was gonna lie that it was actually a packet of cigarettes because Evil Dead makes you smoke. But I just changed it last minute.